everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for our level 60 Machinist quest with Stephanivian here. How goes it? How's it looking with our little grudge with Tettlegrinch? Stephanivian has received word on the upcoming trial. Nice. We'll take a look at that later. A day has been chosen for our trial against Very Selling. More than any that have come before, this battle shall be pivotal in deciding the future of the manufactory and machinistry both. Thus, ere we march forth to meet our fate, I would hold a celebration in honor of all that we have accomplished. As has become customary, however, the principal players are nowhere to be found. Pray head out into the city and seek out Joy, Rosenthal, and Celisto, and my father. Of course, everybody's off doing their own thing. We can never keep everyone in one place in this guild. Alright, who do we got down here? Ah, the Count! The Count de Helenar. How's it going? I am invited to the manufactory? Well, how times have changed. Though I appreciate the gesture, I do not have a place at that table. I vowed to leave Skyseal matters to Stephanivian alone, and so I shall. Tell my son that I shall pray for victory and that the prosperous future that will grow from his success. It is a delight to see how much the Count de Helenar has grown to accept and support his son. It's so lovely to see. Next up, we have Joy. I'll head there right now, but before we do, Satora, I wanted to thank you again for helping me find my way. I just got myself back to where I belong, and I ain't about to give up with the workshop a second time. And we are so glad to have you back. Alright, next up's gonna be down by the Aetheryte Plaza. Okay, I'm gonna say, I think they underused normal maps on this stone texture. It looks a little bit flat. And I know they have that technology to try and artificially raise textures, but that technology does not work very well, and they could use a little bit more normal mapping here, I think. At the very least, it doesn't work well on PS5. A feast, is it? I can already feel my belly rumbling. As always, the Chief works to make the manufactory a place where commoners like me feel welcome. He's done his best for us, and I mean to do my best for him, even if it means fighting that monster of a dragon. I am so glad you didn't leave us. Though you had very good reason to with what we learned before. Not that Stephanivian had necessarily done anything wrong, but the fact that he was willing to give up so easily. And Rosenthal! Still shocked that you're still around. What, another bleeding celebration? Well, I guess we never did get to have that first one. Oh, Satori, if I knew the first time I met you, you'd be a demon with that carbine. Sorry, I knew the first time I met you, you'd be a demon with a carbine, and bugger me if I weren't right. Now look at us, ready to stand side by side against one of the biggest bloody dragons to ever raid a supply train. I'll get everyone through this, though, don't you worry. Seriously, so impressed with you that you're actually sticking around, because I thought you were going to ditch us almost immediately, to be honest. And you are very much the kind of person who was talking about that, too. Good to see he had a change of heart, though, when he reflected on his own past back in 1.0. Oh, good, you all started without me. I ain't eaten like this since, well, ever, to be honest. If this is to be my last meal, then I'll die a happy man. You know what? That's fair. Satori, you should have a nibble. It's all so delicious. I might gobble a lot myself. His lordship says his feast is courtesy of the Counts. Well, thank you to the Counts. Been a good while since I shared a drink with mates. Reminds me of old times and mistakes I don't mean to repeat. Thank you for summoning everyone to the feast, and thank you for Father's message. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends. Soon we shall introduce Very Selling to the rage of the Machinists, for the manufactory and for Ishgard. For Ishgard! See how their eyes shine with determination? You are the perfect choice to act as my ambassador. Ever has your presence been a boon to the manufactory. I often wonder what would have become of us had you not chosen to walk the path of the Machinists. Though our next battle together will indeed be perilous, it shall also serve to demonstrate the pinnacle of our achievements. When Very Selen lies defeated in the snow, we will have accomplished a deed that Tettlegrinch and the Holy See believe nigh impossible. When you are ready to make history, join us at the site of the trial in the Cursus Western Highlands. Alright, everyone enjoy the food and I will meet you on the field of battle. Alright, we're on the level of the exit already. Ooh, they took us way out here, almost all the way out to the Forelands. Alright, Stephanivian, crew, we all ready to go? Tettlegrinch. Lord Tettlegrinch, my machinists are assembled. We now but await the arrival of the dreaded Very Selen. Excellent, I am accompanied by a priest of the Holy See who shall ensure that the trial proceeds in accordance with Ishgardian law. A wagon has also been provided to tempt the talent of your quarry. The Observatorium has been tracking the creature's movements. According to their calculations, Very Selen and its entourage should fly over this pass within the hour. Should the Machinists of Sky Steel Manufactory satisfy the conditions of this trial by combat, either through victory or valorous death, then shall your innocence be proven and your honor redeemed. Should you choose to flee, however, I trust I need not elaborate further. We shall oversee proceedings from on high, that I might judge thine actions evenly with an uninterrupted view. May justice be served. Ah, your reverence! Pray do not avert your eyes should the scene become one of bloody carnage. We would not wish to deny these fine combatants a fair trial. My strategy for the battle is thus. Hit these beasts with everything we have. Deploy every turret and shoot every bullet. We shall bury Very Selen under a hail of metal and fire. Wonderful plan, very detailed. For the manufactory and for Ishgard. I wonder who shall scream the loudest. You shut up. Satora prayed Celisto. His position is overrun. Alright, on my way. There's just too many of them. We're gonna need help over here. Very Selen commands an impressive number of minions. That is a lot. That is a lot. Holy crap. Good job hanging in there, Celisto. Okay, we're clear. Bloody hells, it's massive, and that's the thing we gotta kill. As Manufactory Chief, I have but one order for you all. Survive the battle. Machinists, protect the fallen! Why do this? Why protect me? Should you but allow the dragons to do their bloody work, you will be free to pursue your agenda. I and few could argue that you had earned it. After the grief you have caused, I should take what is left of your corpse and string it up for target practice. But if my machinists are to truly be the spear and shield of Ishgard, we must defend all her citizens with equal zeal. I fear that excessive association with commoners has softened your brain. The oath you have sworn, however, is indeed a knightly one. If you're done yapping, Lord Tettlegrinch, we're a bit bloody busy here. Wag that tongue again, and it'll be the first thing I put a bullet through. You'd best heed her warning, old fellow. Joy is not one to give voice to idle threats. Until this day, I've but observed your battles from afar. What a perfect opportunity for me to evaluate your skills from a more intimate perspective. By the Furies, he's still speaking? Leave him, Joy. We have more pressing matters to attend to. Let us shoot a path through the foes arrayed before us. Celestial, Cedar Grinch. Satori, we shall engage very Selen. Okay, but only because we have to. I'll see the noble lord ain't killed. This is not quite the scene I envisioned. Okay, just getting my rotation a bit more in order. Let's build up a little bit more of our heat gauge. And still they come. Quickly, Satori, it's Tittle Grinch's side. Do I have to? Alright. Oh god, again, that's a lot. Well, I guess we ain't getting a chance to use our wildfire today. Wildfire is way more useful against a single target. We could use it on one target out of many, and it would help kill that one target. I don't think that would be a very effective use of it. Where, Satora? Our foes become desperate. Okay, we are hanging in there. Everything's going fine. Very Selen came over to join the fight, which is annoying. Oh shoot! I wasn't quite ready yet. Why did I do that? I saw I was against a single target and acted impulsively. That's what happened. Nevertheless, Very Selen is going down easily. Pinned it right against the wall, which was not a good move for Very Selen. We've done it! The damnable beast is dead! I thank you for saving my life. The accusations against you shall, of course, be withdrawn. As a further token of my gratitude, I would offer you a boon. Speak your wish, and I shall do all within my power to grant it. A boon? You think one little Pharaoh might wipe the ledger clean of your steaming shite? Fortunately, my heart has but one desire. I will have your oath that henceforth you shall no longer oppose the rise of the Machinists, and never again seek to interfere in the operation of the Sky Steel Manufactory. Is that all? No chests of coin, no promises of power? The workings of your mind are truly an enigma to me. But you shall have my word on this, nevertheless. Indeed, we shall discover the best means by which our fine machinists might contribute to Ishgard's defenses. 'Tis only from behind a sturdy front line that a machinist's full potential is realized. Together with your knights, however, we will change the face of war. Ah, of course! You cannot yet do without the masters of the battlefield. May we strike fear into the hearts of our enemies and ensure the continued prosperity of the Holy See. Fare you well, Lord Stephanivian. Arrogant bastard. Well, that's that then. Thanks for letting me join you on this one, boss. I think I'm ready to move on now. Joy, your aim's as sharp as your RP tongue. Good work, lass. I'd nominate you to take over the Master of Marksmanship. Satora, you're too bleeding quiet, but your weapon speaks loud enough, I suppose. Keep firing like you do, and I reckon new students will flock to the workshop to follow in your footsteps. Are you truly leaving us? I've never been the kind of bloke that sticks in one place for too long. You've treated me well enough at the workshop, better than I deserve, I reckon. But it's time I weighed anchor. I'll be seeing you then. Should your travels bring you back to Ishgard, know you always have a place at the manufactory, my friend. Shall we be on our way as well? Alright then, back we go. Yeah, Tettlegrinch, I don't think you're ever going to understand. You are too greedy and self-centered to really understand a normal person, the common folk. Sifanivian just wants to do his best to protect his city, and he really, really likes his guns. And as long as he gets to play with his guns, he's happy. He's an engineer at heart. What an extraordinary turn of events. With these troubles behind us, however, I feel the age of machinistry has finally arrived. And you, Satora, have all but outgrown the manufactory. With Rosenthal's departure, there are none who might compete with your skill at firearms. Pray take the lessons you have learned and make known the machinist trade in every corner of Eorzea. You are, of course, welcome to return to us whenever you desire. We shall be here, never serving Ishgard as her deadliest spear and sturdiest shield. Ah, before I forget, Rosenthal asked that I encourage you to push the limits of your marksmanship. I believe his exact words were, so that you can blast it through any pile of shite which might stand in your way. I'm getting better at the accent, don't you think? We'll go over the upgrade in just a moment. This concludes the Machinist's quest for Heavensward. In order to undertake the next series of quests, we must first complete the Heavensward post-game story. Once we have reached Stormblood, the next quest will be available from Sifanivian. Alright then, let's take a look at that new ability. It was, yes, Heated Slug Shot. Our previous version of Slug Shot was a potency of 100, but in a combo is 210 and increases heat gauge by 5. Now with Heated Slug Shot, our combo potency goes up by 70. Not bad. Quite a bit stronger. So yeah, Split Shot went up by 40, Slug Shot went up by 70. And what are you at? Level 26 Clean Shot, 270. Technically weaker? Funny. But it will eventually get an upgrade at level 64 that will make it quite a bit stronger. Quite a bit stronger. That's a whole 90 potency. Alright, last thing. We got our artifact armor for Heavensward. Item level 210 armor. Exclusive to Machinists, the iconic armor for the expansion. We should probably set up the glamour plates. But I do like that look. Very, very Machinist. It's got great vibes. But Satora has a particular look. Oh wait, wrong one. This is the one for Ishgard. Alright, with that massive upgrade to our item level. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV. It is time for our level 60 Astrologian quest as we go to check in on the dumbass and see what we can do. Oh god, right. We finally found the asshole from Charlian, who's been trying to assassinate our Astrologian friends. Well, we're gonna be dealing with that next time, I suppose. I will see everyone next time for that.